to kind of protect Viper. He did go deathless in their last series. You have Zeka on Yone, you have Peanut on Maokai. I feel like they got a lot of power, a lot of comfort. But
did Peanut lose on Maokai towards the end of last year, or has he just remained undefeated for like forever?
Pretty sure he did.
And without as much protection on the top side, can make things a little bit bothersome, as Delight is just being annoying here. Takes a buckler to the noggin. Is okay, let's see whether Zeus can survive this one. The flash out from Lahens, and the fully charged up turret is a bit dangerous, but it should get a little bit less excited, and there it is. First blood going over to Gio, and meanwhile, on the other side of the map, or in the middle of the map, there is a dead Ambessa. So, yeah, as he unbinds the soul in a kind of awkward spot. But Peanut, happy Christmas, going to be moving over towards these grubs now to see whether they can deny that feat of strength, as Gio going to get smashed into the wall, actually taking a lot of damage. Ignite coming down. No Steadfast Presence was available, but the flash in, and Delight is just going to solo kill him, basically. I think that was like 1 or 2 autos from Viper, and otherwise it was all the Poppy.
More dire.
Well, Peanut is, you know, you were saying even more dire. I think this fits the category as the Nature's Grasp comes through. Oh, unfortunately, they both get caught. It's pick your poison as far as who you want to take down, but Delight is dead, as the turret is going to take him out. And now Peanut is going to get revenge, but the turret is also getting revenge. And so I guess, Gio, welcome back to the game. See that ward, so Zeus with full information. Peanut nowhere in the vicinity. I think they're going to look for it. Vault Breaker to come through, as Kingan throws down the ulti just to try and clear out some minions, but Gideon just going to die. Kingan also going to die on the other side, as we can see here. And Zeus says, what the heck are you doing, bro?
Yeah, so I guess...
Yes, he's now finally got there. Some grubbies being considered here by Nongshim, as well as Peanut going to move on over. Does find the Nature's Grasp, but the public execution into that back line. Peanut pretty tanky though, and now Viper is there to deliver the damage. Lahens going down lower and lower, and Fisher is basically out of the fight. The double knockup from Zeka as he dives forward. He's going to find another one, actually giving a double kill over to Viper, who's on 5. Remember, this guy hasn't died all season. Well, actually, no, since his first matchup against Gen G, but since their last matchup, he hasn't died.
We forget about that first season. We forget about that one.
Yeah, the first game was not one that Hanwha Life Esports fans want to remember, and we're going to continue keeping it that way to make them feel better about it.
You know what? I feel like this is a game of learning. We learned diving Cassante, bad idea.
And I learned that Hanwha Life Esports had a match before their KT series.
Yes, and we also learned Zeka, somewhat good at Yone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, new information that we have just
really
discovered
cool
right now.
Yeah.
And half of that is between the 80 carries. And, you know...
2.2k. It was...
Let's just amp it up. There's
we were
an extra...
exclaiming about the 1k, like, I feel... Gio does make it over here. So Gideon starting off this dragon will be the first objective to be fully taken, as, of course, we've got 3 grubs apiece, but it wasn't all in the same set of grubs. And Gideon is going to be able to secure this. So first dragon going over to Nongshim. Because it means that, like, because it used to be that the top side of the screen was where all the bad stuff was happening. And the bottom side, you can just ignore the other side, and it's fine. That teleport was actually hilarious. As, okay, Zeka going hyper-aggressive, and there's Delight again! Gio able to get himself out of the way, but it's not good enough, and what the heck? This Poppy is still going! Decides he doesn't even need to press his keep his verdict button. Blade of the Ruined King done, so the Yone is very frightening if he wasn't enough already. It's going to be out of turret secured by HLE. Peanut thought that he was needed, but he was actually kind of not. As he's going to pull out, and it might just be that this turret is given up, although Zeka can unbind the soul, look to clear out the wave. And it's going to be a tough one, as okay, there's a cease and desist as the public execution comes through. The flash out from Zeka, let's see whether... No, he's not going to stay alive. That is just a lot of commitment and a lot of damage.
2 seconds after he died.
Oh, God.
So if he had that, maybe he could have gotten away, but yeah, the flash vial is really Gideon saying positives.
Yep, there is that. That is, they did lose an inner turret on the top side of the map, so maybe that goes against the positives. That's Gideon to the moon,
racking up the bounty right
now. In the meantime, Viper is 2.9 thousand gold ahead.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is just having fighting. The rest of the team not fighting. As hi Shelly, welcome. Didn't see you there. But she is going to be able to help take down that inner turret. And another one is going down on the bottom side of the map as Peanut could be... No, is he going to be in trouble? That's the question, as Viper's going to come on over. There's the flash out. Cease and desist will kill him, but Gideon's going to go down as well, and now the fight has really broken out, and Nongshim want nothing more of this. But the flash forward comes in, and Zeus says, no, 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 no. We are fighting. The all-out comes in, trades for the killer instinct, as Jiu's going to be able to try and do something here. Flashes. Oh, the Void Seeker was almost enough, but another heroic charge is going to be the end of him as public execution, and somehow Zeus is still alive. Oh, get that. It needs to be back in the chat again. I know that we called for it before and it filled up the chat, but it has to come back again.
God. Fisher couldn't do, like, he couldn't do any of his buttons because Zeus had another knockback. Oh, God.
Okay, well, thanks Cassante for existing in the game.
That's value. That's, the flank.
Oh, God, wait, maybe it's working. Maybe it's working. It's a TP over the wall from King in Lahens. He's turned up. I mean, Gideon's already dead. They dive in on top of Viper. A whole bunch of buttons are pressed, but he has the...
Oh, they stole it!
And he stole it! King and picks it up! And they managed to take down Viper there as well. The damage...
They're getting Cassante!
Oh, God, they're getting mega Cassante. But the Yone's dead, and the Cassante does finally actually die. And they don't really die themselves. So to keep his verdict, I think they're going to keep themselves alive. But man, Nongshim!
Best use of your buff is just charge into the tower against Maokai Poppy and die.
And it's
I want to make that clear.
Okay, Kingen throws down the ulti. There's a public execution as they get underneath the turret. That's another cease and desist, and Viper is on the floor once again. Zeus is also dead as Delight, the next one on the chopping block. As Fisher, yeah, he's just going to be sent home. The ulti comes forward from Zeka, but doesn't find the target, which was Gideon. He's going to jump onto Jiu, though, and he is going to be sent home. As Lance comes back, he really dies if he does go down. The anchor is going to be avoided. And Nongshim have brought this game back to within 2,000 gold.
I mean, they've gotten so much value out of this. You know, excusing that when Gideon and Lahens went to the tower and just died, that's when he's got to be concerned. But
HLE are looking a little bit frightened about how this one's going, as there's the ulti forward, giving Fisher a bit of his own medicine as a twisted advance to lock him in place. There are the feats going over, but HLE have taken down the mid laner, and they're looking for a Baron now. And HLE need to get in here. It's down to 50% health. Voidseeker this time is going to miss. And now the teleport's coming in. The Baron's extremely low as Delight goes in. It is going to be the Baron secured by Nongshim, but the ulti into the backline from Zeka might be the end of Gideon. No, Blast Cone is going to make sure that that one does not happen. And they'll keep a few of these Barons alive. And maybe, if you're Nongshim, you're just saying it's kind of worth.
What you can do here, because it looks like the plan and take has been hit the tower. I think if that goes down, this is less okay.
I'm going to say that it's probably worth for HLE at this point in time, as taking this inhibitor going to provide them with a whole lot of strength in this lead up towards the next dragon.
We'll be hearing a lot. Viper does have the GA and is starting to pick up some armor pen. I mean, there wasn't that much armor on the other side. Still want it, but going to be a much harder target to take out now that he has that res available.
Yeah, and I think just definitely needed that. He was certainly getting thrown into the washing machine over and over again, and probably just wants to not let that wombo combo be the death of him every single time. As Zeus here catching waves towards the top side. Okay, in comes Zeus. And Gideon from over the wall. I think they know that it's a bit of a shaky peanut when it comes to the smites. So if Gideon can get in there and make them nervous, it could be a tough one. Oh! He just flashes in! They dive on top of the Xayah, who does go down to the GA pretty immediately. And now Fisher's in amongst it. Kingen trying to get out of there. The problem is, Viper comes back alive. And then they threw their kitchen sink, and Viper said, I don't mind. That's actually okay. We'll take the objective.
Yeah, the GA buy really paying off there.
Yeah, I would say that like this is where you should probably have a look at the inventories. I don't know whether they would have made the same play, as that buffer was kind of cute, but Lance is still going to die. Viper going to be able to take down his ex-Griffin teammate on the bottom side of the map.
Wild.
Yeah, then what's the point? That's a bit of a dangerous one, as, yep, there's the Keeper's Verdict from the Shadows, and Kingen's now out of the fight. That is going to be a free Baron, because they also had the Nature's Grasp just to make sure that no one could get in.
As possible for the Vi, but there's still just not really a better target unless Zeka massively misplays all his
this turret is very dead.
Yeah, they're going for the long flank here.
Can they do that before the Nexus explodes? That's the big question, as even HLE are a bit confused about where Gideon is as he walks over the wards now. All right, charging up that Vault Breaker. Will be able to get in, but Delight just says, no, my friend, that is not going to happen. The ulti through from Zeka there as well. Blastcone's kind of frustrating as now everyone's piling in. Viper goes golden, but he's in amongst so many bad guys, gets a big shield, and he has already ulted, but he kills 2 of them on his way out. It's Lehens that poetically gets the kill, but it is still the end of the game as HLE will march down this bottom lane and look to take down the turrets.
You know, the miracle Atakan steal kept them in the game, but Nongshim just can't do enough. The peel available to HLE, they shut down the flank attempt from Gideon, and even though Viper does go down in the end, enough damage is done, and HLE will claim their first Nexus of the series.
Yep. You can see that, you know, the spirits were not too down on the side of Nongshim. Kingen having a bit of a giggle here. I think they knew that they were gifted another chance in this game.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.